So, you have decided that college is right for you. That's great. There are a few things you need to consider when you decide to go to college. So, let's take a look at some questions and some financial things to consider. Now that you have decided that college is right for you, it's important to consider these various questions according to the Federal Trade Commission when choosing the college that is right for you. As you'll see, links like the College Navigator and College Scorecard can assist you in choosing a college that is right for you by providing tools that you can research the ratings and reviews of your college that you're looking at. The most important question you need to ask is around the accreditation. The accreditation can have the biggest impact on overall cost, as federal student aid is only available if your school is accredited. Other things you'll want to consider is what the total cost of the program is, how you're going to pay for those classes, and whether or not your credits can transfer from another school. After you have explored the answers to the questions on the previous slide, you'll want to consider these other questions as well. Think about what you need to feel successful both academically and financially. Did you ever hear about Sophia Learning or Straighterline? Research them and see if your college would or does accept credits from here. Not only could it help reduce your time of completion, but it could potentially save you money overall too. Overall, the biggest consideration shouldn't be the name of the school, but if they are able to meet your needs. Think, do they offer scholarships? What do you need to feel successful? What is influencing your decision to go to the school? Next, let's talk about the financing aspects of your education. There are some key things to keep in mind financially. First is that when you complete a FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, the U.S. Department of Education is determining your eligibility and the amounts that you're eligible for. Factors such as if you will be 24 or older by January 1st of the school year you plan to attend. For example, those looking to start in the fall of 2022 or spring of 2023. If you will be 24 by January 1st of 2022, then you may be considered an independent student. Other factors that impact dependency are if you are pursuing a master's degree, if you are married, have children, or other dependents who are not a spouse or children that you care for, or even if you have military experience, you're married, maybe you've been an emancipated minor, or were awarded legal guardianship during a award of the court. Even being homeless can also impact your dependency status by determination of the Department of Education. If you don't meet the criteria to be independent, then you'll need legal guardian or parental information for your FAFSA. There is also a loan limit set by the Department of Education for how much you can take out. At the undergraduate level, that amount is $57,500, of which only $23,000 can be from subsidized loans. Subsidized means the U.S. Department of Education pays the interest while you are enrolled at least half-time and during a grace period or period of deferment. Unsubsidized loans means you are responsible for paying the interest during all loan periods. You can defer it until post-graduation, at which it will accrue and be capitalized or added to your loan amount. Pell Grant is based on your estimated financial contribution and whether or not you've earned a bachelor's yet. There is a maximum of 600% that you can receive, where you receive about 100% of it each year. The more income the Department of Education determines you and possibly your legal guardians have to finance your education, the lower the amount of eligibility for the Pell Grant is likely. Let's give an example. Knowing this, let's consider an example. Tammy was encouraged by family to go to college right after high school. But she didn't really know what she wanted to do, so she started a degree and got about a year completed, spending $14,000. She then takes a couple years off, and after working learns that instead of a business degree, she wants to do something with technology instead. So she is now looking for a bachelor's in technology or engineering. Her current job does offer her tuition reimbursement of $3,000 annually, but she's not sure how it works. She has found the school she wants to attend, but the program costs $55,000 for the tuition, fees, and books only. In the time since she last attended classes, she has paid $1,000 on her $9,000 student loan. How much financial loan eligibility would she have remaining for her degree? If you said $49,500, you would be correct. What does that mean? Well, she would not have enough loan eligibility and would be near maxing out the benefits without taking into consideration any living expenses too. So what can she like to use in the event that she is not eligible for the Pell Grant? If you thought back to her job offering tuition reimbursement and thought that is a great option for her to take advantage of, you'd be right. Sometimes it can be better to take longer to complete the degree and allow your workplace to invest in you. Remember that most tuition reimbursement plans work on a calendar year and not an academic year. So let's say Tammy wanted to start in the fall of 2022 and her work approves her for the $3,000 in tuition reimbursement, where she just submits her grades at the end of the session and then is reimbursed. Well, then during the spring 2023 term, her tuition reimbursement would reset and she'd be eligible for the full $3,000 again. Using company programs to pursue your education can be a really cost-effective way at earning a degree, so that you can have larger return on investment by making a lower investment personally and having a potentially higher return or new pay or salary. Choosing a college is a big decision, so choose a college that is right for you, that meets your needs and what you're looking for. Remember to verify accreditations and don't be afraid to interview the colleges and universities and ask the tough questions until you know it's the right fit for you. Don't forget, in the end, it will be you that makes that investment in your education. Even if your work pays for it, you are investing your time. Your time is worth something. Make sure you get the return on investment that you want and that you need. Lastly, if you are accessing this as someone who has been to college before and are either starting the journey again or are considering it, what piece of the pie is left of your eligibility now that you have started one degree and decided to go for another? Remember that your life and time are worth something and only you can determine what that investment is worth.